Sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. What if I told you that life is full of coincidences so unbelievable, they seem like they were written by fate? Today, we're counting down 10 mind-blowing coincidences that will leave you speechless. In 1940, two identical twin brothers were reunited after being separated at birth. They discovered that not only did they have the same name, but they had lived eerily similar lives. Both married women named Linda, divorced, and then remarried women named Betty. Even their children and pets shared the same names. Coincidence or something more? Violet Jessup was a nurse and ocean liner stewardess who survived not one, not two, but 3 ship disasters: Titanic, Britannic, and Olympic. Imagine being that unlucky, or lucky. Both Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy were assassinated while serving as U.S. presidents. But the similarities don't stop there. Lincoln was elected in 1860, Kennedy in 1960. Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, and Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln. Both were shot on a Friday. The list goes on. Creepy, right? In 1898, a book titled Futility, The Wreck of the Titan, was published. It told the story of an unsinkable ship called the Titan that hit an iceberg and sank. Sound familiar? That's because 14 years later, the real-life Titanic met the exact same fate. A man named Henry Ziegland thought he had escaped death when he survived a gunshot. The bullet barely missed him and got lodged in a tree. 20 years later, he decided to cut down the tree using dynamite. The explosion sent the bullet flying, and it hit him, killing him instantly. 2 twin brothers were separated at birth and adopted by different families. They were reunited at the age of 39 and found out they had lived nearly identical lives. Both were named James, worked in security, married women named Linda, divorced, and then married women named Betty. Even their sons had the same name, and they both drove the same car model. Famous writer Mark Twain was born in 1835, the same year Halley's Comet passed Earth. He once predicted he would die when the comet returned, and he was right. He passed away in 1910, the exact year Halley's Comet made its next appearance. In 1975, a man in Bermuda was riding his moped when he was hit and killed by a taxi. A year later, his brother was riding the same moped, on the same street, and was hit by the same taxi, driven by the same driver, carrying the same passenger. Edgar Allan Poe wrote a novel about a group of shipwrecked sailors who, to survive, ate the cabin boy named Richard Parker. Years later, a real-life shipwreck happened, and the survivors ate a cabin boy. His name? Richard Parker. From predicting Trump's presidency to smartwatches, The Simpsons have an eerie track record of predicting real-world events. Is it just sharp writing, or something more mysterious? These coincidences are almost too crazy to be real. Do you think they were just random events, or is there something bigger at play? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbelievable stories.